everyone around me, they feel connected to something. Connected to something I'm not.
What are you?
You were dying. We saved you. And now you save others.
Words like violence.
A dystopian future filled with hackers, enhanced humans, and a rogue cyborg. Back in 1995, the Japanese animated feature Ghost in the Shell was cutting edge. Now the sci-fi thriller is back in theaters, a live-action remake with a casting controversy we've been telling you about. Eli is here with more on that and his Friday film review. So I know we'll get to the casting issue and whether you think that casts a pall on the whole thing. First of all, tell us where this new version begins.
The creation of Major. And so she is this artificial human being. You saw that in the clip we just played. She floats out of this milky bath. At the beginning, she looks more like your iPhone than a human being. And then after this amazing creation sequence, she takes her first breath. Take a look.
Breathe. Do you remember anything about the attack?
What happened?
You were in an accident.
Why can't I feel my body?
Your body was damaged. We couldn't save it. Only your brain survived.
There you go. Scarlett Johansson as Major, Julie Binoche as the Doctor. She survived this terrible accident. Now she is a weapon in the battle against terrorism. In this future, the lines between technology and humanity are blurring. They call it enhancement. You can get yourself a new pair of eyes, a hand, an alcohol-proof liver, but someone or something are attacking these new blend of technology and humanity, and now Scarlett Johansson is on their case trying to find the criminal mastermind behind the attacks. The problem is that criminal has seen her, and now she's not sure if she can trust her electronic senses.
Pretty fascinating. Well, how does this compare to the original, which was animated?
That's right. So it goes without saying, this is gorgeous. This comes from the director of Snow White and the Huntsman. He has a flair for visual effects, and you see this beautiful-looking, futuristic, unnamed Asian city, the hodgepodge of giant holograms, the sleek vehicles, amazing apartment buildings, although it did leave me for a hankering to rewatch Blade Runner. Now, the attraction of the original, well, it's right there, was twofold. Frankly, it was this sexy cyborg who just happens to spring into battle in that skin-tight stealth suit, and true to form, 80% of the marketing of this movie has been Scarlett posing in that flesh suit. But under that suit is a deeper question of identity, this existential quandary. Who is Major if she is just this collection of parts? The problem with this movie is that it takes on those questions in the most literal form possible. People literally saying, well, the ghost that's in your shell, you still have your shell, but your ghost survived. So in the future, it seems subtext is the real enemy. And then they basically push those deeper questions aside for very predictable mystery about who she was before she became the Major.
All right, so let's talk about the casting. This is a Japanese story.
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson, controversially cast as the lead. How does this impact the film, in your opinion?
So I want to show you something we cut together comparing the '95 anime to this new film. Because visually speaking, you could actually make the case for casting Scarlett Johansson. That wide-eyed anime style, you see, they actually look remarkably familiar. The problem with Scarlett, it's not just the appearance, it's the performance. She is wooden. I mean, what was so great about the original is that there was still that flicker of humanity, but with Sojo, that flicker is snuffed out. What is so irksome, besides Scarlett being in this film, is that they've taken, as you said, a clearly Japanese story, set it in a Japanese city, littered with kimono-clad robots, sushi bars, and the rest, but nearly every major character is Caucasian. The Major's closest friend is a Danish actor. The robotics presser is Julie Binoche. The villain is Michael Pitt, except they kept around legendary actor and director Takashi Kitano to play the squad commander, who inexplicably speaks in Japanese. Nobody else does in the movie, but he does, almost just to add a little exotic flair to the proceedings. And the unfortunate thing is, with the casting of Scarlett Johansson, it actually undercuts the story they're trying to tell. The big mystery is who was Major before she became this creation. And so as she seeks to reconnect with her family, her otherness actually works against her. It would have worked better with an Asian lead, but I guess Hollywood isn't ready. You shouldn't even bother. 2.5 stars out of 5.
And that impacted the box office, it sounds like you're predicting too, huh?
I mean, I think just this is not a satisfying film. The whitewashing issue aside, I mean, very underwhelming finale. They're obviously trying to set it up for some kind of franchise or sequel, but you're not going to get good word of mouth. People are going to go see this and they'll go, and move on to the next one.